Me, my wife, our daughter. Oh, look what you've done. This is directly your fault. You did this. Maybe not on purpose, but you did this. You know what they say, folks. Another day, another dollar. Unless you're me. In which case, it's another day, another dime. All right, let's get right to it. When you turn 18 and start life for real, this ride only stops in an emergency. Crying is not an emergency. I beg to differ, dude. You've never seen me cry. When it happens, everything stops. And I make it everyone's problem. Vegeta, you said these are healthier than Lunchable. Or sorry, Lunkable. Now I've got diarrhea. This is a goose. These are some geese. This is a moose. These are some meese. Right, a group of mooses called a meese. I actually don't know the real term for them. Is it just a pack? I mean, it's mooses, right? When you finally have enough battery percentage to roll over to the other side of the bed. I always have enough battery percentage to roll freely when I'm scrolling at night, okay? I don't know about y'all going to bed with like 3%. I always have at least like 40 left at the end of the day, okay? So this one seems more like an everyone but me problem because I know how to ration my battery power properly. Why don't you simply get up to my level, okay? Some random European town that has a 500-year-old castle, my city having a Taco Bell KFC combo restaurant. Aha! But does your city have a Taco Bell KFC Pizza Hut? I think there's one of those locations left in the country. Nay, maybe the world, as a matter of fact. Maybe the entirety of the planet, you know? Anywho, when you shit without giving your ass time to expand. What? Wait a minute. Man, you need to calm down. There's a reason people spend 30 minutes in there, all right? There's a reason. You can't just shotgun that shit out and get out of there, dude. It's gonna be bad, right? Mom, you never wear the clothes I buy you. The clothes? I will say, my mom definitely had better taste than this. Although, let's be real, this would be fresh as hell to wear out and about. Your giant fish costume? I mean, look, everyone else is going to be embarrassed because they are now underdressed. You have raised the bar for the entirety of the community around you, and you should feel proud. Would you rather be immortal or Timmy? That's a worse fate than death. You know what? That is true. Being immortal, you have to have an out. You know what I mean? You're immortal, but you're not invincible or invulnerable, right? So you could still be killed. Think of it like an elf. You have to have an out, but if you are all of those things together, you can't be killed, you can't die of old age, or so on and so forth. That's the worst thing in the world. Because long past when the planet gets swallowed by the sun, I mean, what are you gonna do about it? You're not going to be able to escape, so you're also not going to be able to be killed. You're going to be stuck on the sun. That's what hell really is. Babies, when you cover your face with your hands. Wow, that's so weird. He just disappeared. Just disappeared. What is this? How old is this? Good God, I don't see him anymore at all. Me. God, why must you give me your hardest battles? God. All right, yeah, you know, this is more of that video game logic that a lot of people don't get. Like, so let's say your mom. Your mom's a perfect example of someone who probably just doesn't get video games, doesn't care, and would ask questions like this. Why can't he just step over the baskets? Why can't he step over the crates? Exactly, that's a smart question. Do not get me wrong, but it's because we're in a video game and it's designed to take you specific places. You can't actually have complete freedom in anything, right? That's the real answer for sure. The better answer is, shut up and play the game, Mom. Also, semi-related, Silent Hill 2 Remake is fantastic. Please go play it. A meme made in 10 BC, boring modern jobs, dwarf seller, G-planner, urine tax collector, armpit hair plucker, epic ancient Egyptian jobs, sacred animal breeder, professional mourner, divine wife of Amun, shipbuilder of the afterlife. Okay, what prerequisites do you need to get any of those jobs? Particularly sacred animal breeder. Professional mourner seems like it'd be really easy, but why? What do you have to do? What's your resume look like if you go for sacred animal breeder? Seriously. Toilet paper is getting so expensive, just wash your ass with water. Dude, genuinely life-changing. Genuinely life-changing, finally growing up and getting a bidet. I've said it before. I'll say it again, okay? It shouldn't take a toilet paper shortage that was forced by the public, by the way, wasn't a real shortage at all, shouldn't take an event like that to finally open our eyes and our asses to the cleansing power of water. Talking to you, Americans. Us Americans are way behind in a lot of areas, and one of them is cleaning your ass. Like, come on, what's the problem? The only people who remember my birthday: insurance company, bank, Facebook, app that I forgot to uninstall. Well, it's not them that's remembering. It's a line of code that remembers. A line of code's never gonna forget. I mean, it might forget if there's code somewhere else that'll mess it up, but it's not someone really remembering, right? Me. Wow, I actually feel cute today. Target self-checkout camera. You look like this. Okay, those cameras aren't that bad. Have you used a front-facing iPhone like selfie camera? That's a good way to feel bad about yourself, because it'll enhance details of your face that aren't really viewable to you or anyone else, like even in a mirror. But it's a really good showcase of how much of our photographs from our phones are actually just what we took a photo of versus the iPhone or your Galaxy just enhancing the shit out of it. Trust me, you don't look like whatever the hell that is. When your mom sends you to the store and doesn't ask for her change back, damn right, you rich as hell at that point, man. You are the king of the town if your mom lets you keep the change. Mine would on very, very rare occasions. Oh, God. Me driving to my stupid job because society refuses to collapse? Oh, I think it has collapsed. This is the societal collapse right here, baby. We are living in a collapsed society. You just might not think it, right? Me in my 40s, all the compliments I got as a 20-year-old girl. You know how many I've gotten as a 28-year-old man? Or a 27-year-old man? Or a 26-year-old man? Or a 25-year-old man? You know, I could keep going. Zero. Zero, baby! Okay, that's not really true. If I was ever in a relationship, I would get compliments, but outside of that, no, dude! When I type, "I'm ducking mad," this is what I mean. Okay, how old is this? Because I'm pretty sure that they finally fixed the ducking thing, right? Didn't they fix that like 27 years ago, or was it way more recent than I remember? Guys, my earphones are doing that thing where I can only hear the song if its wire is bent at a certain angle. Well, sorry, certain angel. Sorry, I didn't read your word right. At a certain angel. Never mind. Well, now I don't understand the problem. You know what I mean? I don't know, go to the dollar store and buy a new set of earbuds or something, you know? I think that's fine. The 4 horsemen of stuff you eat when you're standing with the fridge open trying to decide what to eat. I could see that. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, the shredded cheese, though. The shredded cheese is numero uno for me. Or if I have, like, cheese sticks in the fridge, or really just cheese. Just give me all the cheese. US English. UK English. What the hell is this? Australian English? I don't know. Ask them, all right? Why are you asking me? I don't know the answers to these questions. This channel's owned by Australians. Why don't you ask them, okay? Where is Slazzo? Where is he? Influencers, when they say the most screwed up crap they can imagine about someone only to destroy their life without any proof. Allegedly. It's all to avoid lawsuits, that word. Allegedly. You are supposed to say that. Innocent until proven guilty. Things are only alleged, all right? Proven guilty, folks. Although, yeah, that seems to be sort of a catch-all. I said weird things. You can't sue me. You only allegedly did those things. But you totally did do those things, right? Remember when fast food was fast and cheap? Pepperidge Farm remembers. Yeah, in my experience, how little that may be in comparison to others, fast food has always been quick. Let's say it's quicker than, you know, casual fast dining like IHOP or something like that. But one thing it certainly did used to be was cheap, okay? We like to remind people around here that the 5-layer burrito launched at 89 goddamn cents. It's $4.30 where I am now. That is, actually no, it's $4.49 I'm pretty sure out here in my neck of the woods, okay? So it's getting a little bit ridiculous. Remember when the fucking 5-layer burrito was launched, dude? Because I do. And you know who else does? Pepperidge Farm. That's right. People with glasses understand this struggle. Oh yeah, absolutely. That's why I'm still thankful that even though I've been wearing glasses for, I mean, a little bit now, not nearly as long as most people that have them who have been wearing them their entire lives. I finally started wearing glasses in December, and I'm finally used to them. But I could still completely go without them fine. So I feel bad for those that do have to have those suckers on. History in school, history as a hobby. It all just comes down to the being completely f***ing exhausted all the time, you know? When I was in school, I'd have to get up at like 6 a.m. every goddamn day to make it there on time. That's not great. That's not great for someone who is growing, who requires more energy than your average adult because they are physically, literally growing all the time and changing. Of course, we didn't have any frickin' energy, dude. We were eating terrible food and our brains were just fried. We were not getting enough rest and enough room to actually grow. Would you be a stay-at-home husband if your wife was making 12 mil a year? I would do anything she wanted if she were making 12 mil a year and didn't mind me completely leeching off her, all right? Because I am leeching at that point. Wife or not, I'm gonna leech. And she's gonna buy me pretty stuff, okay? But I'm gonna keep that house spotless as shit, okay? People over 50, when they see an AI image of a soldier crying who has 13 fingers, very impressive. It's beautiful. It's not just the people over 50. Everyone seems to fall for that shit. And even those that do understand that what they're seeing is AI, they no longer care anymore. They'll share it around anyway. I saw a picture of, during the hurricane, someone created an image, or they didn't create an image, the AI generated an image of a little girl with like a puppy or something in a boat crying. Looked like clearly AI, and when they informed their family, hey, that's not a real picture, the only response they got was, who gives a shit? Like, okay, cool, that's where we are now. Because you felt stupid, you got tricked by an image, you had to be like, I don't even care. Yeah, I knew it. No, I totally know. I just don't care. It doesn't even matter. Yeah, it does, because that image is completely, literally not real. It is not of a real thing. Damn impulse aisles always get me. The impulse aisles. Now, what store would this have been at, impulse-wise? Is that a mirror underneath the bowl? Is that a mirror down there? What would literally be the point of that? Anyway, I'm trying to think of what shop this would be. Is this in the Beyond section of Bed Bath & Beyond, even though those are all gone now? Drive safely while streaming and set an example. Crash the car. Yeah, that was one of the most pathetic displays I've ever seen in my life. Put your phone down. Check on your buddy, you absolute f***ing asshole. You psycho. Like, oh my god, I hope his friend sues or leaves or something. Get away from that dude, man. You are way more valuable than his dumb, ugly-ass car that almost got you killed. No way, was that really him? Did they actually bring him back for this? Because if so, that's the coolest shit of all time. If that is the same kid. I'm just saying, because if it's not cool. This can only work if it's really him. The look she gives you when you successfully hijack the bar touch tunes with Limp Bizkit? Wait, successfully? Oh, hijack the bar. I see. I don't know why I read hack. I was like, you're hacking it with this? Huh? Male lions. Babe, I'm hungry. Female lions. Ugh, go play with the cubs while we hunt. Oh, the male lions. The laziest creatures I've ever seen. Okay, they're not actually the laziest, but it's really funny, right? What a funny dynamic it is. Why does she look like she caught the pharaoh lion? Who the hell you been sending all them hieroglyphs to? I don't know, I just see a face. Maybe it's because that's a face I've never seen before. Why have you seen that face before? Woman Magazine. Page 20. Accept yourself as you are. Page 22. How to lose 4 kilos in a week. Page 25. Cake recipe. I don't know. Take the most important lesson from this. And that most important lesson is to stop reading that freaking magazine. Stop reading it. That's what you should be taking away here. Wife divorces me. Also, wife sells her wedding dress online with caption, worn once by mistake. Okay, what's the other side of the story here, though? What did you do? I'm going to assume that you did something. This seems like a reaction that would really only come from you and someone else, right? Right? Is that what you did? I don't know. I'm just assuming that that's what's going on because a reaction this extreme would really only be from something that would warrant it. Like, I don't know, cheating on your wife. It just feels that way. Modern media be like, I would like some Mountain Dew. Here's a Mountain Dew bottle filled with piss. What? That isn't what I asked for. Damn, these toxic fans. When your mom meets a friend of hers and you just standing there like this, yeah, and you're gonna be standing there for at least 45 minutes longer than you should be. You know what I do? You know what I do now? I usually say, hey, I'm gonna go look over here. And then I just go do what I wanna do in the store, even though there's nothing for me to really do there. I'm gonna go do something else. I'll see you later, Mom. The 4 horsemen of unnecessary movie sequels that turned out to be okay or good. Yeah, Home Alone 2 is great. I really love Home Alone 2. Puss in Boots was awesome. Inside Out 2 was great. And Beetlejuice did surprise me. I had a good time with that one. I will say that the villain, she's right, I don't even know her name. She's right there in the center of the poster, was the weakest part of the entire movie because she wasn't even there. She showed up for like 3 minutes of the entire movie and was kind of a pointless part of the story as a whole. There was a little too much going on overall. But I would say still quite fun, and you should give it a watch for sure. Nirvana, we need a new album cover. Someone's kid. Hasn't that kid actually tried like suing them or something multiple times into adulthood? No matter how hard I try, I still can't convince my brain that this is the original. Why? I mean, I know you've seen that edit a billion times. I mean, they've used it in his videos. You see it everywhere. But what do you mean you can't convince yourself that this is the original? Huh? Levels of pain. Slap. Kicked in balls. Childbirth. Hi, everyone. Let's all turn our cameras on. Yeah, you gotta stop that. I know you're doing it so that you can visually verify that everyone is actually there and present and paying attention. But can you stop? This mistrust across the board is a little bit annoying. I'm working here, aren't I? I want to keep making money. Or I actually enjoy my job. So yes, I am indeed here. Medieval peasants worked only about 150 days in a year. The church believed it was important to keep them happy with frequent mandatory holidays. You have less holidays than a medieval peasant. Why don't I believe that? Seriously, why don't I believe a fucking second of this image? I have never ever heard this before. I mean, not like peasants were having to go to the factory to make iPhones or something. You know, they were super busy. But actually, though, I have never heard this before. Sure, it's a good chance it's true. It's just, I'm not going to take this one at face value, and we don't exactly have the time for me to look into it. So hopefully it is, because that'd be kind of cool and make me feel a little less bad for how shitty life must have been back then. But, you know, I don't buy it right now. That awkward moment when you realize that websites have better and lesser ads than YouTube. They certainly do have significantly less intrusive ads and fewer of them by a lot. When you find a useful link that isn't AI generated, riddled with ads or political slop in a Google search, damn, I'm not even thinking needle in a haystack wise. You actually found that? That doesn't seem possible today. People want to see new movies with original stories and not remakes of popular movies. Film studios. See, it's funny, because people do want that, and then they don't go and see those frickin' movies, dude. Transformers 1 is absolutely just sucking at the box office right now. Sure, it's not like a completely original IP, but it is a new story, and it's a great movie, and it's going to be the lowest grossing movie in the entirety of the Transformers film franchise? What the hell, people? I'm very, very surprised that, let's say, The Wild Robot is doing at least okay. Like, it's made its budget back, at least the production budget. I don't know about, like, marketing and whatnot, but people always say that they want those. They want original movies. We're tired of legacy sequels and this and that. And then they do not go and see the original movie. You do not support it. So I will say, if you do say this, if you do, agree with this sentiment, if you want more originality, and then you do not support it, shut up, genuinely, at this point. You're not contributing. Me, when someone doesn't believe me and they Google it and see I'm right. When you walk into a store and see Christmas decorations in October, I will say that one does annoy me. I'm the guy that gets excited when I start seeing Halloween stuff go up in like frickin' August, because that's when Spirit Halloween usually opens. But I was very annoyed like a week ago when I went into Lowe's and their Halloween display is already almost gone. They've almost gotten rid of everything, and then there's the largest Christmas section you've ever seen in your life right next to it. Look, I'm excited too, but can we just chill the hell out for a minute, please? The 4 horsemen of movies about robots that will make you cry. Yeah, we were just talking about The Wild Robot. Go see The Wild Robot. Go see Transformers 1. No, you don't have to pay for a $20 Dolby or IMAX ticket. Just go see it. Man sad, man goes outside, man start kicking a rock, man happy. Okay. God creates the ocean, humans. Yay, we have basically infinite water to drink everywhere. God makes it very salty. I have to say, God was doing that, okay? Not just the salty part, making creatures and giant ecosystems that require the salty part in order for them to live and whatnot, so that we're just kind of screwed on that. Luckily, we have a way to remove that salt, but it's slow and incredibly expensive. Fun fact, if you make your image impossible to download, I'll just screenshot it. So please don't bother. My 27 alarms watching me as I sleep through them one by one. You know, I will say the last few days I have finally grown up and gone back to one alarm. I mean, I was able to do that when I was really young, and then I started doing 3 or 4 alarms because, I don't know, I thought it was easier, but I have noticed that I will actually get up. I will actually get up one alarm, even if I kind of snooze a little bit longer or dangerously let my eyes close after I silence the alarm. It just, seriously, it's better because you know you have the one and you need to get up. Smoking is bad. My chain-smoking grandma is 95 years old. I mean, has she been smoking her entire life? Can you imagine how much older she would be if she never smoked at all? She'd probably live to be like 186 years old. Girls after using Gucci 10-in-1 full-body hair skincare deluxe shampoo. Boys after using soap. No, I'm sorry. I mean, it might be that way for a lot of people. I don't know. I only just discovered the beauty of filtering your shower water so it's not full of rocks anymore. Because I live in a place where the water is very hard, as they call it. So I finally got a filter for the shower head to make the water softer, and oh my god, my skin is so much better now. Does anyone else adjust the temperature before turning it to shower mode? Yes, but I usually don't have socks on, you f***ing psychopath. When you're dead inside, but it's seasonal now. No, when it's the 6th day of Spooktober 2024 and you haven't seen a single spooky meme yet. You know, that's a weird one. I also haven't. It's the 14th of October. We're like almost halfway through this and I don't see any spooky memes, dude. Where are they? Bring the skeleton army out. Undead? You mean alive? Well, I guess. Bro. Hey, it's spooky season, so I picked some films for us to watch. The films he picked? Oh, I see. They're actually like, okay, Terrifier 3 being here. I haven't seen it yet. I have not seen it yet, but I know that Terrifier is all about the goriest practical kills to such a point where I have seen Terrifier 3 called Torture. The rest of them, I don't think anyone should ever watch. Hell, Cannibal Holocaust looked so realistic, I'm pretty sure that the director was arrested for the murder of his actors, and during the trial he had to bring them in as witnesses to prove that he didn't kill them, because of how realistic that one was. Don't watch most of these. And if that's really your thing, don't talk to me. I don't think we have a lot in common. When your mom surprises you with your favorite dish, but your mouth already surprised you with this banger? Up, down. Has anybody checked in on that guy? Because we all thought it was hilarious. Did his house stayed there, right? Like the wind didn't take it? USB cable is upside down. Turns it around. USB cable is upside down. Turns it around. You know USB-C exists everywhere now, right? It's becoming the standard. Hurricane approaches. Floridians, I sleep. Waffle House closes. No, it's not just Floridians. I believe FEMA works with Waffle House specifically. That's a fun, real factoid for you real quick. If you want to know how severe something is really going to be, all right, let's say for whatever reason the Weather Channel just, I don't know, you don't trust them, which you should. I don't know why you wouldn't. But let's say you don't. Call your local Waffle House if you have one and ask them if they are planning on changing their schedule at all, okay? If they say, yes, we're going to be closing early today, but we'll be back open tomorrow, you might want to be careful, all right? That's a rare sign. But if you call and they either do not pick up or tell you, we are closing for the next few days to a week, you need to run. You need to run. I freaking love walking. I want to experience exercise peacefully and travel long distances. My mother, son, why don't you have a girlfriend? Me, I'm just waiting for my type of woman. My type of women? Okay, yeah, that's totally normal, my guy. You're so quirky. History students in 2060 analyzing World War III posts and political memes in preparation for their final exam. How has serving impacted you? My wife 10 guys while I was gone and I'm afraid of fireworks. Well, that doesn't seem like a good trade-off. She did that, and all you got in return was a fear of fireworks? God damn it, man. Like, did you get this game to play dress up? Yes. Regular YouTube stuff? Try out every occupation at the same time and suck balls at it? Popular YouTubers? Try out every occupation at the same time. What is that in reference to? Because I could see that you're probably talking about YouTubers that have enough time and resources now because they become so big that they want to try something else. But I've never seen a YouTuber like go try 40 things at once. This isn't Shaq Versus, okay? You guys remember that? I remember Shaq Versus, but I haven't seen it. I've seen a bunch of YouTubers try to transition to, I want to have a TV show, or I want to make a movie, or I want to write a book. I don't know, man. Hell, there's some guys that actually really successfully moved themselves out of the YouTube space into different areas completely. They're like, let's take a look at Chris Stuckman. I'm hearing that his movie is pretty awesome, okay? And that's a hard thing to be able to do. To go from critiquing movies to then making a movie that people like, dude, you already know that people, even if the movie is good, are probably going to treat you harsher because you were a critic first. I'm excited to see it. I've heard it's good, but there's been plenty of good I made it out of the YouTube sphere. Hell, Iron Lung's gonna be coming along at some point. I just don't understand the every occupation at the same time part. I'm not really familiar with what or who you're really referencing there. But I guess at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. You know me, I like to overanalyze stupid memes at this point now. It's what keeps me going, guys.